Speedway short track was at the Breakfast Club. I think that's a movie. And it was on Riverside Drive in Los Angeles, California.
Let's ride! Come on, baby!
It was a fashionable, upscale track. And it had like these club members. And these club members, they didn't like the Speedway bikes. Why? Because those bikes were very loud.
Beat me up, Scotty.
The Breakfast Club didn't last too long. It just lasted in the 1931 season. It was an eighth of a mile Speedway track, the same size as Costa Mesa. And it didn't last very long. And also that they went ahead and they had show horses, much like they have at the Industry Hills. They run show horses in that particular venue.
Well, Ed, I think you need these glasses. Here you go. Here you go.
I don't think I like these glasses.
They had a funder that funded that particular event at the Breakfast Club. Must have been a rich guy. His name was Markley DeMond.
Show me the money!
Paul Bugsley, he went ahead and joined that party. He prepared the track. He was an AMA sidecar racer. And he went ahead and he helped out with that Breakfast Club track. They needed some help. There's a lot of people involved in that track. This was the first short track Speedway track in California.
We are the Lollipop Kids.
DeMond was a guy, he put up the money for that particular event at the Breakfast Club. He didn't like the short track. He wanted the long track. And I don't know if they had room in that little horse grounds for a long track, but he didn't like the short track. He wanted the long track, and he was fighting with those guys about putting that long track in. And unfortunately for him, he got struck with some kind of illness, and he passed away. The Breakfast Club ran for 1 year in 1931. In 1932, Homer Reed, who was the main promoter of that particular venue, he had passed away in an automobile accident. So there was no more Breakfast Club. There was no more Homer Reed. The next promoter of Speedway was Joe Perrone, and he found this baseball diamond. I think it was the White Sox, and it was in Los Angeles. They had a minor league team. They had these beautiful lights, and they realized that the Speedway works better at night. So they went ahead and negotiated a deal with the owner of that particular ballpark. It was a baseball field, and they went ahead and they agreed on the terms. They tore out that beautiful green baseball grass. They put in a Speedway track. They experimented with Speedway in the daytime, and it just didn't work. The people didn't want to come out to Speedway during the day. They're probably working. However, at nighttime, the Speedway was a raging success. They ran a couple of events, the first couple of events, and all these riders, they had these big bikes. They were made for the long track. And so this short track, it wasn't very good, and the bikes just couldn't handle it, and there was a big problem. Cordy Milne was the first member racer of that family. He was an amateur at that time, and then they had Jack Milne, the brother, and Lammy Lamoureux. They were in the stands eating popcorn, watching their brother and friend, Cordy Milne, race. One night, something really crazy happened. This tall, dark, handsome guy, he drove up in this car, he got out, he had a Douglas Speedway bike on the back of that car. He got on the Speedway bike, dressed in like street clothes. Like me, he just got on that Speedway bike, street clothes, no helmet, no steel shoe. He just got on that Speedway bike and he started racing around the track. He was tearing it up. The crowd went crazy. And this guy happened to be Sprouts Elder. Now, Sprouts had an unfair advantage because he started racing in Australia 1924. About 1928, he went over to England. He won all these championships. He was just a sensational rider. Sprouts Elder, he had all this experience, and all these young riders learning how to ride Speedway were in awe. They were in awe of Sprouts Elder because he was a champion. They didn't know who this guy was. He tore it up. Elder had raced 9 seasons overseas, and he came home and he was riding there, and the fans just loved this guy.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
And all this world-class experience. Sprouts Elder was like the father of Speedway. He was so incredible. The guy was gifted, he was tall, he was fast, and the crowd just jumped off their seats and they were crazy happy. Sprouts Elder. From that time forth, he became a fan favorite. Everybody loved Sprouts Elder. Sprouts was shooting roost in the air, 20 feet high, and the people just never seen anything like that. It was just unbelievable. Sprouts Elder, he just went out there and he just set lap records. He just blew everybody away. Sprouts was like an instant celebrity. Everybody, including his peers, they wanted to know how to ride that Speedway bike. Sprouts Elder, he showed them how to ride that Speedway.